Hey Mom, I'm not doing well in school. I think I need a break. I know how much you sacrificed so I could go to college, but right now I think I need to take some time away from the academic world. Would you be angry if I did take time off?
Oh, honey, you don't need to worry. I know that you've been struggling. If you think that taking a semester or a year off of school will help you, I support you. Just make sure that you put that time to good use, okay?
What do you mean?
You need to be productive.
So you want me to get a job or something? That's not really taking a break.
It is taking a break from schoolwork, but it doesn't have to be a job. You could do volunteering or something like that. I just don't want you sitting around doing nothing.
But the whole point of taking a break is to relax.
You're an adult now. Taking months off is no longer an option.
Just go on and say it. You don't want me to take a break.
I'm okay with you taking a break from school. I'm not okay with you just staying home and doing nothing while you're on break.
Fine. I guess I can look for an easy job or something.
You have a lot of options, so you don't have to work.
I got it. You don't have to keep talking about it, jeez.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you knew you had options. The time should be productive. Something that will benefit you later.
I know. Good grief, Mom. You don't need to keep explaining things to me like I'm a child.
I just want to make sure that you're learning to balance what you want to do with what you need to do.
Mom, I'm in college. I don't need you over-explaining things to me.
All right, I get it. When will you be coming home?
The semester finishes in 3 weeks. I'll come home that weekend.
Okay, I guess I should let you know that I've started seeing someone.
What? You started dating?
Not just dating. I have a boyfriend.
Really? Wow, Mom. I didn't think I would ever see the day. You've been single ever since you had me.
Yeah, losing your father was a lot. It was easier to focus on raising you than to worry about dating again.
Way to put all the blame on me.
I'm not blaming you. You saved me from the grief. By the time you were older and didn't require all of my attention, I had plenty of other things to deal with. I mean, I was still a teenager when I had you, so I had changed a lot since you were born.
Stop! Don't make me feel guilty for your mistakes.
I don't look at any of it as a mistake. I loved your father. When he died, I was heartbroken. I was glad that I had you.
Oh, sure, keep telling yourself that. Anyway, I guess that explains why you haven't been bothering me nearly so much.
Yeah, after you said that you were feeling suffocated, I figured it would be better to let you have your space. I took up a few hobbies, and that's when I met Chris. He's great. Probably because he's in his early 40s, so he knows how to treat a woman.
I'll bet. He's lucky to have someone younger than him. You just turned 38.
It's only a 4-year age difference. That's not nearly so much when you get to be our age. And he makes me happy. You'll get a chance to see when you come home. He comes over often, but I'll make sure that we aren't too much when you're around.
Thanks, but I do have to say congratulations on finally putting yourself out there. I'm really looking forward to the break now.
We don't spend every minute of every day together.
When did you start dating?
We started dating almost a year ago, but we've been official for about 8 months.
That explains so much. I thought you were finally starting to mellow. You used to be so clingy and overbearing. I guess finding a man was the right thing for you.
Well, it has certainly taken up a bit of my time. I'm glad that you've enjoyed hearing from me less. I was afraid that you were upset that I wasn't calling you every week.
Not at all. I've loved not having you contacting me all the time. It felt like you didn't trust me.
I'm sorry. That wasn't it at all. Just missed my girl.
Yeah, that's because you chose to live through me instead of having your own life.
Not at all. When you first moved away, you called me almost every day. I wanted to let you know that I was thinking about you too.
I didn't call you that often.
Yes, you did. I felt bad since I was the one who talked you into going to a school so far away.
Sure, tell yourself that. In reality, I always wanted to go far away. Living with you was so suffocating. Anyway, I have to go. One of my friends just broke up with her boyfriend, so we're gonna take her out on the town.
Okay, have a great time.
I will.
I love you.
Love you too, Mom. I'm gonna be home late.
Don't you have an interview tomorrow?
Mom, I don't need you doing that.
Doing what? Reminding you that you have something important tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm well aware. I'll be home in plenty of time to get to bed and get the sleep I need. You only need to work on yourself.
Okay, I know. You're an adult. But so far, you aren't using your break the way we agreed.
OMG, Mom! If this is how you're gonna be, I might just go back to college.
I'm not sure you'll be able to do that for a while. You'll have to talk to the school about when you can start back.
I know what I need to do, Mom. Jeez. Stop acting like I'm an idiot.
I'm not, honey. You need to calm down. I know just how you tend to leave things until a bit late. You get mad when I don't remind you about stuff, and it's already been 6 months. It's probably time for you to start working on getting back to school anyway.
Mom, stop! I don't need you to mother me. I'll be home late, if at all.
If you don't come home, please at least let me know that you're okay.
Leave me alone, and I just might. If you keep hounding me, though, I'm gonna go no contact.
What? I'm just worried about you. Ever since you went to college, you've started acting rebellious and standoffish.
It's because I realized that you're worse than a helicopter parent. You just have to know everything. I have my own life to live, so just back off.
Okay. Just please let me know that you're safe if you don't come home. I won't text back or anything. I just want to know you're okay.
Whatever. Later.
I love you. Hey, Chris. I'll have dinner ready around 5:30 if you want to come over for a hot meal.
Oh, hi, Amelia. Sorry, but it's been a long day. I got to work around 6. When I get home, I think I'll just crash.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They've really been running you ragged lately.
Tell me about it. I could just flop down on my bed right now and sleep for a couple of days.
Is there anything I can do to help you relax?
Just let me be for a few days.
Really? Because I would be more than happy to pamper you.
I don't need any of that. Seriously, just a night of rest and relaxation. Or just straight up sleeping.
I guess I can understand. Let me know if you change your mind. You always loved a good massage, and it gets you right off to sleep.
I know, but I'm so exhausted I think I'll be out as soon as my head touches the pillow. Give me a couple of days to just relax, then I'll give you a call.
Okay. I have to ask, did I do something wrong? Because it feels like you've been pulling away.
I've been working a lot.
Yeah, but you've always... Okay, I'll give you some time. Make sure to take care of yourself.
I will. Stay safe.
I will. Hey, Camilla. I made a big dinner. Would you like to join me? We can have a little mother-daughter time.
I can't. I have to be at work in 30 minutes.
How are you enjoying the new job?
It's fine. I'll tell you about it the next time I'm at home.
Do you know when that will be? I haven't seen you in a few days.
I know, it's just easier to stay with a friend close to work.
I understand. Oh, did you talk to the school about going back to class?
Stop mothering me! I don't need you acting like I don't know how to handle schooling.
I've always had to remind you to take care of the paperwork for school. Last year, you missed the deadline for financial aid.
Keep reminding me, Mom. That will do wonders for our relationship.
I'm just trying to be helpful. I'm sorry if it comes across as me thinking you aren't capable. I will stop reminding you.
Thank you. I've been saying it for forever.
You only started this year, but I will strive to do better by you.
Sure, you say that now. But before long, you'll be babying me and acting like I'm an idiot.
Please, calm down. I'm not trying to offend or upset you.
Then just stop it. If you want to have a chance at having a relationship with me as an adult, you have to treat me like one.
I understand.
We'll see. I've been trying to get you to do that forever.
All right. Have a good day. Please let me know when you think you'll be stopping by again.
Sure. Now I have to get in and get to work.
I told you that I didn't want to see you tonight, but you just refused to listen and came over anyway. If you're hurt now that you found out about Camilla and I, that's your fault.
Oh, right. It's my fault that you and my daughter betrayed me. Me being upset has nothing to do with you two being complete and utter trash.
What did you expect? She's hot and nearly 20 years younger than you. Of course I prefer her to you. I mean, she'll even be able to give me children.
You're absolutely disgusting. How could I have thought you were better than the teenage boys I couldn't stand?
You're just upset because your daughter's much hotter and fun to be around. Every time I talk to you, it's nag, nag, nag. Who wants to deal with that?
I reminded you of things you asked me to remind you about. And I asked you to handle things you promised to do. Believe me, I was getting really tired of feeling like your mother instead of your lover. The fact that you cheated on me instead of breaking up with me first, well, that says a lot about what an absolute a-hole you are.
You're lousy in bed, and you're lousy as a girlfriend. Consider us over.
Oh, as soon as I saw you naked with my daughter, we were over. Don't call me when things start to fall apart, Chris. Any love I felt for you is destroyed. Enjoy trying to force whatever sick fantasy you have with someone less than half your age. You're disgusting and are setting yourself up for being alone for the rest of your life. And I can't think of anyone more deserving.
Whatever, you bitter old hag. You're the one who's gonna end up alone. Because no man in his right mind will want someone who's as much of a buzzkill as you are.
Yeah, what man would want a mature woman who can take care of things?
That's the problem. You don't need me. You make me feel unnecessary.
Keep cycling through excuses. The reality is you are a creep, and you'll never be happy because women will constantly outgrow you. Eventually, you won't be able to trick anyone into believing you're actually a man worth having.
Sounds like sour grapes to me. I know that you're just jealous of your young, hot daughter, and you know that I'll never take you back, you old hag.
Whatever makes your fragile ego feel better. Oh, looks like your new girlfriend is getting upset that you aren't giving her attention.
She's far better for me and my needs than you.
She's gonna need to hear it a lot. You'd better run along and try to act like you can keep up with her.
You're just jealous.
Enjoy your empty life, Chris. And don't worry, there's no chance I'm gonna reach out to you again. That's so typical of you. Coming by uninvited, then acting like I'm in the wrong. He didn't want you here. Since you clearly don't understand boundaries, I would say you got what you deserve. I can't believe I never realized that you were growing up to be an absolute horror of a human being. Oh, that's rich coming from you. You get knocked up young, then raise the kid you had. I was your responsibility. You didn't do anything special. Now you're gonna play the victim because you don't like the choices I make? I've got news for you, Mom. The world doesn't revolve around you. My life used to revolve around you. Good news for you, Camilla. I won't be bothering you anymore. You've made your choice by betraying me, by sleeping with the first boyfriend I've had since your father died. I'm not gonna feel guilty about falling in love. And it's not my fault that Chris prefers me. I mean, what did you expect? I guess my expectations were too high, thinking you wouldn't sleep with your mother's boyfriend. From now on, you're on your own. And yes, that does mean you're paying for everything yourself. I don't need you now. Chris will pay for anything I want. And he doesn't expect anything from me. Oh, he'll definitely expect things from you. Here's his texts to me. You're just bitter and old. I'm not gonna listen to anything you have to say. You can see exactly what I said from the texts. Those are his words, not mine. He's only saying stuff to upset you. He doesn't actually mean anything against me. You can just stop trying to convince me to leave him. I'm not gonna ever try to convince you of anything else again. As far as I'm concerned, you aren't anything to me. Do you think I care if you disown me? I've outgrown you. Now that I have Chris, I don't need you anymore. You could have told me earlier that you were such an ungrateful little wretch. Then again, until you stabbed me in the back, I probably would have forgiven you.
Congratulations for finding a way to make me realize that I can never trust you. Have a good life.
I don't care what you do or what happens to you. I'll finally have my freedom.
Hey, Miles, I was just wondering what you wanted for dinner.
I'm good with whatever you want to make. I just can't get enough of your cooking.
Hearing you say that is gonna get you more home-cooked meals.
Then you'll be hearing it more often. Seriously though, I know how hard you work. So I'm not gonna ask for meals every night. Just when you're in the mood.
You know I love watching you enjoy a meal. Besides, Tobin is out like a light after a couple of hours at the park. It leaves more time to cook. It's so therapeutic.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Probably not quite as much as I enjoy eating it though.
Well, bring home an appetite. Since you're leaving the meal up to me, I'm gonna pull out all the stops.
Just don't overdo it. I want some alone time with you, after spending some great time playing with our boy.
Oh, you make me feel so loved.
That's because I love you. We've both been through some stuff, but I think that's why we work so well together.
Keep up with that sweet talk and I may end up pregnant again.
Oh, I hope so.
Really?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd love to have at least one more with you.
If you can get your parents to watch our boy for a week, I'll take you on a vacation. Then whatever happens, happens.
You tell me when and I'll let my parents know. They'll be thrilled for some real time with Tobin. It may even be hard to get him back at the end of the week.
I'm sure we can give them a bit more time more often if they want. He'll be starting preschool soon, so it will give him a bit more time away from us. I worry that he'll have trouble leaving us when school starts.
I'm sure he'll be fine. And you're right, leaving him with my parents is a great way to get him used to being away from us.
Thanks for the chat. Sorry to bother you during work.
I love hearing from you. There isn't much going on here anyway. And remember, I love you.
I love you too. Hey, Mom. It's been a while since we talked. Is this Camilla? Because if so, it hasn't been long enough. There is a reason why I changed my number. Oh, come on. You can't still have a grudge. Chris and I were clearly meant to be. We're getting married, and I wanted to invite you to the wedding.
I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, you aren't my daughter. You're nothing to me.
I thought you would love me no matter what I did. What happened to that?
I didn't think that you could be so heartless and cruel. Learning what you actually were made it easy to stop caring about what happened to you.
Oh, come on, Mom. I don't have anyone else to invite from the family. You're my only family.
Don't you have a bunch of friends who are more important than me?
What are you talking about? You were always the most important person to me. I need to have my mother at my wedding.
You really are the biggest ingrate. Do what you want, but it has nothing to do with me.
What have you been up to?
That's irrelevant.
Seriously, you should be thrilled I'm asking you to come. I know you don't have any family either. I'm sure you and Chris can bury the hatchet, and then I might even let you help me plan. I mean, if you're willing to pay for stuff, I'm willing to let you pick your own dress for the wedding.
Hey, Camilla, this is Amelia's husband. You have really upset my wife. Don't contact her again. You have no place in our lives.
Wait, Mom got married? When? Why wasn't I invited to the wedding?
You were horrible to her, and I'm not letting an abuser like you back into her life.
Abuser? I never abused her.
You treated her terribly. She loved and cared for you, and you took her for granted. I am never letting you hurt her again. And just so you know, I'm a lawyer, and I'm known for being a bulldog.
She's my mother!
Look at the way you talk to her. You have your freedom, and she has hers. There is no place for you in our family.
I'm her daughter! You would want to get to know her children. It's not like such an old woman can give you any.
Actually, we have a child together and are working towards another.
Wait, I have a step-sibling? I should get to know her.
Go live your life, as far from us as possible. I'm gonna go take care of my wife since you've upset her.
But I need her!
It sucks to realize when it's too late to do anything about it, huh?
Good luck with your creepy older guy.
Camilla didn't want to give up. It was only after my husband sent her a cease and desist letter that she finally stopped calling. But she and Chris knew that they couldn't let it go. She had dropped out of college and wasn't able to hold down a job. Chris's paycheck wasn't enough to cover everything they needed, and he wasn't happy that she wasn't working much. Clearly, they had not communicated about what they wanted out of the relationship, but neither was willing to admit that they should split. Camilla didn't want to prove me right, and Chris loved having a young piece of tail. It should be interesting for Camilla when she realizes that's all she is to him, but that's her problem. They tried to come to our house, trying to force me to pay for their wedding, and that went about as well as could be expected. Miles invited some friends over to drive them away. The fact that a couple of those friends were cops who were just getting off work, well, Camilla and Chris thought we called the cops on them. One of my friends kept in touch with them, and despite my saying I don't want to know what happened to them, she occasionally can't help herself. Apparently, they were marrying because she was pregnant. Things did not get better after the child was born. She said that they argue all of the time, but the fact that she's pregnant with her third shows that they really haven't learned anything. Miles and I are very happy. We have 2 children, and they're quite the rambunctious little guys. His parents love to spend time with the boys, and we are considering trying for one more. I'll be happy either way. As long as he and my children are in my life, I couldn't be happier.